Hi, welcome back to Future Sisterhood. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Karina.
Today we are making our little Mother's Day presents for everybody we're going to see on Mother's Day.
Yeah. So we were kind of discussing like what kind of homemade thing we can make.
Yeah.
And we chose to do cinder pots because something that we like to do. Sorry, just cut you off. We like to do because we like the house smelling good and stuff. So we're like, okay, what smells like this? What do we like? And then we're like, okay, we can totally put things together. So we chose lemon, blood orange, pineapple, rosemary, clove, vanilla, and hibiscus. And there's like different reasons why. Like I know like the lemon is like bright and fresh.
Same thing with the blood orange.
Yeah. And it just kind of gives me like that citrusy, like you see that more good morning. I don't know. I think like when it simmers because of hibiscus, it's almost gonna look like like sunset maybe.
Ooh,
is what I'm envisioning in my head.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then with vanilla, vanilla's like so just like baking, homey feel. You know what I mean? So oh, it's funny. It's smooth everything together. But yeah, so we have the dehydrated pineapples.
We've got cloves,
The hibiscus.
rose petals.
We have lemon and blood orange. We got our cinnamon, and then rosemary. And then we're putting in a little thing of vanilla bean. So join us as we're talking all things mom.
It's refreshing.
We're talking all things mom as we're building things for mom. So I kind of was asking Lindsay, I was like, hey, do we want to record and like maybe do like a mom episode just in lieu of Mother's Day?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to do it.
Just answer some questions.
Did we plan for it?
So we didn't plan for this either.
No, we not. And you know what? I was like, dude, if this is a Mother's Day episode, I don't want to wear lashes.
Either. I did my hair. That's as far as I went.
I got my slippies on. Like, that's how we wanted it.
Do we have a little knife?
Is this what you consider a knife? So, first of all, how are you? How was your week?
Busy.
Yes.
Very busy. So what? Maybe third?
I would say third, yeah. So we're kind of wrapping up our school year scholastically. You're wrapping up sports.
Yes.
Which, oh, you're super thankful for that.
Actually, I am a little bit thankful for that. And also, it's, birthday season in my family. So we've got my little one's birthday coming up and my husband's birthday and my mother-in-law's birthday, Mother's Day. I've got everybody moving. Like we're heading into like the busy season for whatever reason. Summer tends to be a little crazy for me.
And then also work too.
Yes.
You have a lot of loads that come out in the winter or the summer, excuse me.
Absolutely.
The winter is your season.
Everything's frozen.
Definitely get that. But yeah, no, it's just hard to think that Alexa literally has just a couple more days into her freshman year of high school.
I know, Val too.
I can't believe that time's gone by that fast. And then on top of that, it's just, like her birthday's the 4th of June. Then my niece's birthday is the 5th. I'm the 11th. And we're also doing something really fun for my birthday. We're actually going to have a palm reader, and we're going to do like smudge sticks and candles and all this like really fun stuff for my birthday. But on the Sunday, the 15th, there's a new moon. So we are going to do hypno and sound bath. We're going to have the wraps put in my pool, and we're just going to enjoy the sound and all the energy. So it's going to be fun. I'm really, really looking forward to that.
So am I. It's going to be so much fun.
Absolutely. Okay. So from my knowledge, when we build these, we put the citrus towards the front.
Okay. And it builds everything like a base in the back?
Yes. So you get the rose petals. Oh, I forgot to say rose petals. Sorry, guys. I love the smell of rose.
So should we put all this other little stuff in first and then the citrus?
I would.
Okay. So what, like a tablespoon of each?
That was a tablespoon of each. Yeah.
Okay.
So getting to the question. Let's see. Let's play. Okay. What's one thing you swore you would never do as a mother that you do daily? No pressure. I know my answer.
I do a lot of things I swore I would never do. That's the problem. My kids are crazy. My boys are crazy, especially. What do you think? 3 clothes? 4 or 5?
Yeah, 3 close.
Okay. Um, I'll pass it off to you for the rest of it. Oh, oops, sorry.
Sorry.
Um, I think I thought I would be more organized, and I definitely am not. Like, I was gonna be one of those moms that had, like, the schedule and keep track of all that stuff.
No, that's not.
And no, I fly by this into my pants.
That's definitely.
So,
So one thing that I swore that I would never do as a mother is first, and I swear it's so I do have a sailor now, but it's not bad. Like, let me explain because like, I'll tell them, like, "Dude, you guys are fucking annoying, right?" But I'm like, the way I say it is, like, playful, where they're like like, her children especially, they're like, "Oh, if Phoebe says she's gonna whoop me, that's her way of loving." So it's like, I'm like, "How y'all fucking love?"
oh,
You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's
oh, you're cute. We don't like it.
yeah. I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, that aspect, but, I mean, I can't complain. I think I've done a good job.
As long as you know, cooperate.
So I had what's a funny moment you've had as a mom? Like one of those like moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. Like it was just freaking,
I do, like, little weird things with my kids.
yeah, like talking like an Olga.
Talk like a Russian or, like, well, I'll, like, ride the shopping cart. Like, I'll just, like, get on the shopping cart and ride through the parking lot and, like, leave them behind.
But that's your way to escape your children.
Well, yeah, but, like, I don't know, kinda like being a kid too, or, like, I'll randomly, like, hip check them into a bush.
What costs authorities money.
Right? Like, I don't know, I'm just doing little, like, weird things like that.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. One of the funnest things about like mine are like car rides with Alexa. I feel like we have some of the best conversations on just car rides.
Yeah.
I'm able to really like just like pick at her and just really like see like how her day is or what's going on or how things have been for her. So I really do really enjoy my car rides with
My children like to do that while I'm sitting on the toilet.
yeah, you have no privacy.
I do not.
That is the God honest truth. But see guys, they look so pretty. And then you dump it out, you add like 4 cups of water and your house smells delicious. And then actually after you put it in a simmer pot, it can last up to like a week or 2 in your refrigerator. So you can boil it multiple times because really
So when I was making all these oranges, I threw the rest of the oranges, I put some cloves in, I put 2 cinnamon sticks and some rosemary on the stove, and oh my gosh, the house I didn't put vanilla because I didn't have any, but the house smells so good.
oh, I thought. So I was telling you that what I'm gonna do this time around with my simmer pot is I'm going to because I have a heat lamp. My husband got me one of those candle heat lamps. Um, and I think what I'm gonna do this time around is just reuse one of the like old candle jars and just put the water there and just let the heat from the lamp itself warm everything up. So that way I can have the smell not just in my kitchen, but also like in my office area.
I know, I need to get one of those. I don't have one of those.
I'm going to ask my husband for a dehydrator from Mother's Day.
Yes,
Because if we 100% can dehydrate everything to this,
well,
like,
girl, I would eat this, like, just straight.
do you know that that's for cocktails?
Really? Oh, no,
That's
I'd eat it.
no.
Like
Like,
that.
I literally bought it. It's dried pineapple slices, and you can literally bake with it. It's cocktail garnishes, but
That's
it's
awesome.
literally just that. But the only way to get that style or that consistency and dehydration, I mean,
With a machine.
with the machine, yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, even Lindsay doing these took her 8 hours at
Mhm.
200 degrees. So it's not a quick process.
No.
And do you guys think that we really planned this for long term? Absolutely not. This was something that, okay, so obviously we're still in our Mother's Day era thing. Let's see. We have a couple questions, but we don't know really like where we're going with it as per usual. Um, What part of motherhood surprised you the most, Linz? That's a good question, actually.
Honestly, how much it changed my personality.
Ooh, okay, I can see that.
I was not as like fearless or like I don't know, I guess strong or whatever. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, that's
I really wasn't.
okay. Driving all the way from Simi Valley because I know you know where I'm at. Yeah,
I mean,
no, they're after mine.
I wasn't, I don't know. I was raised more like the boy in my family, you know? So like
You are the oldest.
cars, I did all that stuff. My brother's only 22 months behind me. It's not that far.
Mm.
Did I put the stick in
It's I love that she's looking through this little hole when yet the whole butt is clear.
I couldn't see it. I'm just trying to make sure.
Mhm. Yeah. No, for me, I think what changed me the most is like the commitment and like the responsibility of like, okay, I'm raising in the next generation. And it's like, you don't have time to screw up kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of pressure of like, make sure she's going to the right school and, she's doing this and that and got the right resources. That's like that's
I
what
get
changed me
that.
the most.
I think I've had to like just, I mean, like with, adopting the boys and
I was just
stuff,
saying,
I
you
had to do so much on
improvise.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That I don't have that. I wish I did. I really wish I had that same mentality you do, and I don't.
No, listen, it can be a blessing or curse because like yesterday I called you, I was like having a mental breakdown, which is not common for me. I just did too much. Like I've had way too much on my hands
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay. I literally just cried it out and then I was like, I'm done.
That smells so good. Even just
Dude,
with
that
that little bit.
pineapple is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So what do your kids, because they are a book club, what do your kids think about your reading? I know the girls are like,
Hey, Mr. Pink, that guy's voice. No, that was not like
no,
that.
Laurel.
Laurel is
And
absolutely.
Alexa, she's like, ew,
Yeah.
why is he growling? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, like,
You'll learn to love it.
right? Like, why are you reading that, Mom? Like, isn't that scary or isn't that, and obviously,
Alexa will tell me, she's like, that's so cringe.
yeah. Um, it is, but like, I don't know if I honestly think a lot of what we read has to do with like where we were at when we started really reading,
Yeah.
right? Like the way Twilight was and like
Oh,
how it,
100%.
how it was so there were so many red flags still, and we all just ignored them anyways.
It's Stockholm Syndrome. Why is our favorite movie growing up fucking Beauty and the Beast?
I absolutely, I know, I agree.
At some point, there is a part where you're like, oh, that's something I like.
Yeah. Um,
So, okay, how has being a mom changed? Because you mentioned that, you had to do so much or whatnot, but how has being a mom changed like your friendships?
Most of my friendships,
Come from your kids.
yeah,
Same.
come from being,
Yeah.
friends with my. It just makes it easier.
Oh, 100%. And you get to know who your kid's being influenced by too, which is a huge thing that I try to
Absolutely.
watch.
I mean, like, besides you, I don't really have, like, a lot of friends from, like, back when I was in school or anything. I mean, I have some that I, like, talk to on Facebook and stuff like that, but that's about it. Like, everybody wound up going in, like, different directions. And
Okay. So, weirdest thing that you've ever hidden from your kids? I don't have a weird thing.
snacks all the time.
The snacks.
Girl, if you went in my closet right now, I have, like, a stash of beef jerky because my kids will eat it all, and it's my favorite.
I don't know. I have no privacy. My kid goes through everything. Like, she's even like, oh my God, Mom, I need like these designer bags. And then I come out and she's literally walking my bag.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I have a weird thing that'll hold from her. But first of all, she's a Gemini and she's very similar to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can automatically, she does not like change. She does not like surprises. So she's like, Mom, just tell me what's happening. And there's been very few times that Alex and I have been able to surprise her. One actually being when we surprised her with a Disney cruise. And,
You just recently surprised her with the ticket.
oh yeah, I surprised her with Bruno Mars. So she's not easily to fool because she's got my login to Amazon, and she's got my credit card linked in and all these things. So she's just not an easy person to surprise. So is there any moments that you like surprise the kids? I know for you it's a little harder because you have like three moms living in your home. So they're kind of in charge of all like the fun activities and things like that. But I know for the kids, Florida was a big surprise. They didn't really know what was happening. You know the boys.
So I don't know that we really surprise them in that way, like, because the way the boys are,
Oh yeah, there's people from the mall.
I do. So there's a lot of stuff that we just wind up doing on the fly because it doesn't give them a reaction time.
Mm.
So they're not allowed to like process it so they can really like have a meltdown about it or have a problem with it.
And I know the first day was hard for that's gonna just be out there.
I don't know why this time. I think it just was like the sheer amount of people for some reason that were
You
at
also
the
took a really difficult flight. It
I
was
did.
almost an overnight flight. Like you were arriving there almost like
It wasn't even like well, that's how we did it last time. We got there at one
but he was
o'clock in the
also a lot
morning.
younger and on medication. He's not on medication this time around.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't really know what the whole difference was, but yeah, that I don't really surprise them. We just like do a lot of our like during the week we really try to like regiment and schedule and stuff like that. But even that is like seems to be extra hard for Declan and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then Hunter just is monkey see, monkey do. He follows along with what
I was gonna say
Declan's doing.
Hunter is the one who just no matter what, there's gonna be a hiccup with it.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
So is there um anything with being a mother that has changed your identity?
I feel like I said, my whole
Really? Like
yeah, I really
even
do.
your whole like I don't think I don't think motherhood changed my identity. Like I think I'm still the same kind of person. I just feel that now being a mother, I'm very cautious of before I would just talk shit and just kind of whatever, like just say what I had to say and do what I had to do because I didn't really have a care in the world for it.
Mhm.
But now I just watch out because Alexa's watching, right? And it's kind of like do as I say, not as I do. But it's
Yeah.
like they're gonna do what they see, not what you
Yeah,
say.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I do have to be extra cautious with that. There's been a couple times where she tells me, she's like, Mom, I can't be like you. I don't work as hard as you do. And I'm like,
Mm,
oh kid, please don't compare yourself to me because it's gonna
yeah,
be a hot mess.
yeah,
And I feel like she just feels that she has to keep up with me or be like me. And I'm like, oh no, child.
yeah.
It is not fun on the side of this world.
No, I don't know. I think because each of my kids has such a different personality, I have to be a different person for each one of them.
I can see that.
And that's really hard.
Hmm.
And like, like with Laurel, she can be very, very strong in certain aspects, and then she's super sensitive in others, and you don't know when that's
Yeah.
gonna come up.
You almost just have to be her ear and just
Yeah.
like kind of wean out when she needs the mother and when she needs a
Mhm.
friend.
And Bella's very like A-type personality, controlling. She wants to know what's going on with everything. So she is the one that I just don't hide anything from her because
You can't.
there's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid decided she wanted to be a grown up like pretty much when she came out.
I would
So
say at 2 years old, she was already feeding Laurel her
absolutely.
bottles and changing her diapers.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I get it. I know with Declan, you have to be that hard hand
Yeah.
all times. And with Hunter, it's like tons of direction.
Yeah.
That boy is going to be the death of me, not even him. 'Cause okay, so other questions. So, book boyfriends that would actually make really good daddies. Who do you think that book boyfriend would actually make a good daddy? I'm going to say my daddy Ace. Just saying. Just saying. Ace from Bourbon and the Bourbon Boys series. Just because he's such a man's man. He's like a family man. Like
Yeah.
I told you, like Ace reminds me so much of my husband, and I think my husband's an amazing father.
Yeah.
But Ace would definitely be like a book boyfriend or a book dad that you're just
Mhm.
like, oh yeah.
Absolutely. Um,
There's a lot of really good
there
dads.
there are absolutely. Honestly, I think Hayden.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Girl.
that's
He
just more like what
oh that's more what you yeah.
like, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing with Hayden, like, his poor kids are probably micromanaged like crazy. Just because they know what they're gonna end up in, like, more.
No, I think he like sneakily micromanages them. Like he's got eyes on them,
He's a
but
sucker.
they don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all got chips in their mouth. Because I know, so I reread the Lord series. I read or the ritual sacrifice sabotage.
No, the ritual sinner.
Or the original sinner sabotage or sacrifice sabotage. Then I read All Dark Kingdom, and then I went back to Carnage and Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because at the end of Carnage, you have spoiler, guys. If you guys have already read it, you guys totally know what I'm talking about. But if not, it's freaking hilarious. So Chantal does this amazing thing to where she does like 18 years later, right? So you get to see like the kids and like where they're at, and like these men as like salt and pepper honeys and all that, you know. So there's a part in the book where Ashton is calling Saint and is like, "Is she with you?" And he's like, "Oh, she just walked in." He's like, "Damn it." He's like, "That blonde hair looking like her mom's gonna be the death of me." And she's like, "Oh, daddy, I just stabbed somebody." And she's like wiping the blood off of like her knife on her pocket. And she's like, "What'd you do?" And she's like, "This boy tried to talk to me and I tripped and I fell and he pushed me to the locker. So I stabbed him." And she's like, "You can't do that. Like, I paid too much money to put you in this private school, blah, blah, blah." So that was like that scene, right? So then I get to the end of Madness, and it's Hayden's son that is with the Doctors of Carnage. And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "this girl just stabbed me." And then his brother's like, "Oh, yeah, that's the girl he's in love with." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, are you giving us like some breadcrumbs? Like, are we going to get like the dynamic of them with their children?" But I thought it was funny. I was like, dude, even then, because Saint does say that he's a freaking stalker.
Mm-hmm.
He will, but he's got two little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden is the only Lord right now in the series that has triplets, and he has 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy that he was blessed with them before his vasectomy.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's so many, like, so these are the little bags. We're going to put cute little tags on them, and then
we're going to make my simmer pot real quick so you guys can kind of see what goes into it.
mm-hmm. Well, okay. Who do you think would be your favorite mom in the books?
In the Lords?
In any book, who's your favorite mom? Because that's not always something that comes up.
No. I mean, we are a mom episode. Don't pay attention to moms. That's really wrong.
You know who I think writes a good mom is Piper Rain. In her little series, she's got a couple moms in there, right?
Yes.
The Daisy Ranch series.
Yes, those are cutesy. Badass mom? You know who I would say would be a badass mom? Hadley.
Oh, she'd be fun as hell.
Because she, again, not just because that book, Ace reminds me so much of me and Alex, but Hadley, me too, because she talks a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's like the life of the party. She's always down for a good time, you know, and it carries out throughout. Or the girl from Wolf.E. She would be phenomenal mom.
Yeah.
Just because. And
Brindley?
Is that her name?
Brindley.
Yeah. Just because in the book, you really see her come into her femininity and also like her sexuality.
Right.
Which was really cool to see. And I can almost see that being a spiral into like how she'd be a mom. Like just really take things on and really like Hadley would not be no fucking soccer mom.
No.
She would not be the one cooking breakfast with the little cookie cutter things. You know, like shit. I mean, I did that, but the girl from Wolf.E, 100%.
Yeah.
She's writing little cutesy notes. She probably fucking does Gabriel's lunch still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For sure.
So this is my old candle jar. We like to reuse over here. So what we do is we just take 2 cinnamon sticks. We have the pineapple,
Vanilla bean,
and then like a little handful of rose petals.
Well, there's one.
She's being rude. I'm just kidding. What about you? What do you think?
You know who I thought turned out to be a good mom is
Allie Ellington.
well, absolutely, but no, from the Bourbon Boys series,
Stripper girl.
yeah, what's her name? Faye?
I think so.
Faye?
Mhm.
She was
Well, she did
cute.
a stepmama
She
real quick.
did, absolutely, but she stepped into that role and was, like, all about those girls and doing all that stuff with them and protecting them and everything else, and we've got a pinch of rosemary.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other you know who okay, we read
Hibiscus.
okay, and then we just with this one we just filled to like an inch above the top.
Mhm.
We wouldn't normally put lemon in, but we put it in the other two box.
Yeah, we used all
But
of
this is just fine. This would give you more of like a tropical smell.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you can
My
see
hands
it's
smell
hard,
like
but that's good. I'll just put another pineapple one in here.
yeah.
And then I'll just put it under my heat lamp. But the not Into the Woods. Why did I say Into the Woods? Uh the shadow one, what's it called? Behind the Shadows? She would be a
Oh,
phenomenal mom.
yes.
Just because she was able to
Yeah, step into that role.
the personality of her husband and really identified who was coming through. I feel that she would be such an like intuitive mom. Like she would really just know how and where and when to do. I think she'd just be an amazing mom.
Well, she turned out to be one in the second book.
Is she?
Yes. They had twins,
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
a boy and a girl, I
Yep.
think.
And she taught the twins
Yes.
to know the difference with which dad they were seeing.
Mhm.
So whether it
You
was
wanna read a really good book on, like, mental health and that was a good one. It's,
J.A. Owensby
in the
in the shadows.
yeah, J.A. Owensby, and there's 3 of them.
I haven't read book 4, 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm actually reading this like
Totally different.
yeah, I don't do schizophrenic.
Mhm.
And like he's a prisoner, but he's got a lot of psychological problems and she's the therapist. I did read Imprisoned by Selena Winters. And for a while I thought it was going to be the same thing. Like, oh, she's going to fall in love, help him escape.
Oh, that would
No,
way different.
no, this one here, let me tell you the title of what it is. I needed a palate cleanser and I didn't think I was going this deep. Because mind you, I'm trying to read the one that Tor Tom told us about by Maggie Cole, but I heard it's
Yeah,
super intense. He narrated that one. So this one is called Born Darkly by Trisha Wolfe. And she's a therapist and she has such an attraction to the mind, like why it ticks the way it does. But throughout the book, you realize that she's the daughter of like one of like a serial killer.
Mhm.
And then you realize that the guy that's locked up is another serial killer as well. But no one ever finds the bodies. Like they just see like the massacre, the blood or whatever. But it's super crazy. I typically do not read stuff like this.
Mhm.
But the psychological thriller of it and like how she wants to break him, but he's actually like breaking her is so crazy to me. Like I just love that like intensity, but it's like mental, it's like that mental game. And there's so many times that he calls her a puzzle and she's like, what do you mean? And he has a locket tattooed on the back shoulder, like in between his shoulder blades. And she's got the freaking key here. They didn't even know that. It's like the craziest thing.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
jumped into book 2 and he did escape. She was the key. And he like faked his own death. Like he went to anaphylactic shock. I think he like injected it with like penicillin or something. Went to the hospital, took her hostage, held hostage. And he's like, I can't leave you. He's like, I'm in love with you. He's like, but I have to let you go or else you're always going to be on the run. They're going to be looking for you. So he let her go and he called the cops like anonymously and she, she's under protection and all this. And he's out and about because he was actually supposed to get the death penalty. So what she would do is she would be the therapist that would analyze these guys and some of them would get taken off a death row,
Mhm.
get their convictions like annulled or whatever and get like resentenced. Like she was doing a lot of that.
Mhm.
And he knew exactly who she was.
Mhm.
And he had denied her like a couple times. And when she saw him, she's like, oh, that's the case I want to break. And he's like, oh, that's my key. And he knew who her father was.
Ooh.
He knew everything about her before she even went to him. And it's just so crazy. It's like a thriller, but it's like psychological. Like it was really good. And then book 2, she's still under the FBI like watch, and he has those tendencies to be that vigilante because all the people he murders are people that are raping or molesting kids, selling kids, black market stuff. Um, am I okay with it? No, but it's almost justifiable.
Right, absolutely, yeah. We love our vigilantes like that. Protect all the children.
Right? I mean, obviously it is a life, but what he makes them do, and it's special to his way of killing, is he makes them confess and repent their sins as he
Oh.
tortures them. He's like, you have a choice. Come clean, show us where the bodies are, tell the families, or this is going to happen to you. And chances are they don't say nothing. They wanna. So,
Yeah.
you know, but he found out that she's not even his blood daughter. So the guy that she killed, she actually murdered her father
Oh,
because her
wow.
father was selling children, putting them in the dungeon. She was one of those children that he sold.
Oh,
And she was his favorite, so she would have to do some of the murders with her dad. And she just got tired of it, so one day she just turned on him.
wow.
And then that's when she, like, completely changed her alias, changed her life, and then she went the whole medical route. But in book 2, she's like, "I'm a killer. I like it. I like the hunt. I love this and that." So I'm, like, 60% done with this book. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
And was she the one that wrote the Crave series?
Yes.
Crave?
Yes.
Mm,
Yeah. I liked it. I read it with Belle,
yeah.
but I think Belle stuck at book 2 or well,
No,
it's
she
hard.
read a couple.
Well, it's because it's 4 books. It's part 1 and part 2 for book 1.
Right.
And then I think she finished book 2, so she read 4 of the
Right.
books. I only made it to book 3
Mhm.
because I was waiting for her, but she jumped into Colleen Hoover and fucking left me in the dust. She's like, "I'm out. I need romance." Can you believe this girl? We were at Target's and she literally tells me, she's like, Titi, she's like, my TBR is so bipolar. It's all over the place. I looked at her dead in her face. I said, no, Bellamy, your TBR is so predictable. You're going to cry and there's romance.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's no in between.
Yeah.
So then Laurel got jealous and was like, you guys don't know what books I read. And I'm like, fairies. And she's like, "But I don't like all fairies. I was like,
Siren too.
yeah,
Siren
and then
is
she's
her
like,
favorite.
I just don't know my book style. And I was like, sometimes like read about Hercules, Greek mythology, there's this and that. And she's like, ew, no, I don't like that. Well, kid, then you're fine. Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
And my kid loves freaking murder mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in that Shatter Me series for a hot minute.
Is she still reading it?
She's on to the next section of it.
Oh,
So there's like,
wow.
it's 6 books in part 1, and then part 2 is like after they escape the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like 4 books in it now currently or something
Oh,
like that.
wow.
So she's been there for quite some time.
That's crazy.
That's it. The only thing that will keep me in a world like that is Chantal.
Oh, yeah.
Chantal is the only world that I will stay in.
Yeah.
I did, you know what? Or Cora Riley. Cora Riley has my heart. That is the first author that I literally read 19 books from.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped in to Bound by Honor.
Yeah.
And then I met Luca, and then I found out Luca had a book, so I read that. And then I ended up going to like the Kimura in Vegas, and then that entwined with the boxing, and oh gosh, it was so good. And then like all these like weird dynamics, and then I made it back to New York and then back. It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. Would I ever reread it? Yes, but I wouldn't like a month.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading. Okay. Things I judged moms for before becoming one. What are some things that you judged moms for before you became one? When shut up. I know exactly.
Are you ready? And the kids go out looking like a hot mess with like 12 different things on. And I'm like, how could you just, okay, true story. True story.
Mm.
Bella was 2, barely 2. I had bought her this outfit to wear for 4th of July. It was literally right before she turned 2 because her birthday is on the 7th.
Oh, I feel like I'm out of the screen. Sorry. I'm like leaning.
No, and I bought her the outfit. Like it came together, attached on the hanger, all the things, right? And she's like, no, absolutely not. I am not wearing that. I'll wear the shirt. I'm not wearing the shorts. And I'm like, but it matches. Like, it's so cute. No, I'm not doing it. Literally, this girl, because I forced her to do it, she hulked her shirt apart. I wish I was kidding. She tore her shirt into two pieces. And I was like, say less, I'm done. Wear whatever you want, kids. Don't care. So mine was the one out there in a bathing suit and galoshes with
Look like a
weird
fob.
sun hat. And yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think for me, when I was younger, like I would see moms and I'm like, dude, why are their kids just like running around in the store? And then like I became one and then Alexa never did it, but I became a mom and I'm just like, dude, that kid had a fucking meltdown. Like, why is this woman suffering and pushing these kids, especially like at Disneyland when you have these kids having like, oh, bad meltdowns. And I was like, dude, you can get a hold of your kids. And then I got Alexa and I started noticing a meltdown coming. I'm like, oh, wow, we're leaving the down like that.
I'm like, bye. I'm going this way. And you come in because here I go. I did that to Hunter inside of Kohl's. He refused to leave. And I was like, bro, I gotta go. Like, I don't know what you're doing. He threw himself on the floor and decided he was going to stay. And I was like, bye. I'm walking out the door. And then I had these old people like staring at me, basically like, what are you going to do with your kid? And I was like, you want it? Because I'm about done with this whole thing. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave me. Oh, well, I told you I was going. I don't know what you're doing, but
Okay. So what's the most humbling part of motherhood for you?
the fact that I can feel like I screw up as a mom and be like the most horrible thing, like I feel like I'm messing up so bad and that my kids still love me in the end.
You're gonna make me cry, you asshole. I'm just very proud of you for not crying. Um, what has humbled me? I think what's humbled me is no matter how successful I've been, like my kid can give two shits. Like
Yeah.
she just like she's like, Mom, all my friends love you. Like you're like my best. You're like all my friends just want to hang out with you. Like you're like the cool mom. And I was like cool mom, like mean girls. And she's like, no, mom, not that kind of cool mom. But like she humbles me. Like she can care less of my title. She can care less of my degree. She doesn't care. Yeah. She just loves me for me and the crazy unspoken BS crazy that I am.
Yeah.
If motherhood was a romance trope, what would it be?
Enemies to lovers. Because you're laughing and then by the end you're like, fuck this. I'm done. I'll do it alone. Enemies to lovers, the fun one.
Oh gosh. You had some funny jokes today. What was the other one?
I said my Roomba. I had to name her Alice because she always gets lost.
Because I told her, like, oh, I got to put Cinderella to work because my Roomba mops and sweeps. And I was like, oh, yeah, her name's Cinderella. And then she's like, well, I'm going to call mine Alice because she's always lost. I don't know where the hell she ends up. Okay. Mom confessions no one admits out loud. It's a mom confession. One that admits out loud.
That I think no matter how many friends you have and family and all this stuff around you, that it still feels lonely.
I can see that. Yeah. I think for me, like my biggest mom confession is I do need help. Like I'll say like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Like, no, I don't need help. And they'll ask me if they can help. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm like, I totally got it. Don't worry about it. Like dinner, freaking sweet mop, backyard, whatever. Like I can do it all. But deep down, I want them to be like, just doing it.
Yeah.
Without asking.
You don't want to make it count.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like my thing. Like silently, like I just wish they would just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What part of yourself are you trying to rediscover?
The whole thing. What do you mean? That's like,
For me, it's my identity. Like I want to identify who I am outside of being married and a mother.
yeah, I want to have me again.
Yeah. It's crazy because I had a major meltdown yesterday and I was crying and I literally was going to lay in bed again for hours. And I was like, about to go to the crystal shop and I went to go see Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, girl, what's wrong with you? She's like, I was so happy, excited. Girl, I just melted down, started crying. Like I was like, dude, I don't even. And she's like, what do you got to fill your cup? I was like, girl, my cup is empty. Like,
Yeah, where's the cup? Where'd the cup go? Because I can't even find it.
Someone borrowed it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's crazy because I like, do I have an amazing life? Am I blessed? Absolutely. Do I love my life? Absolutely. But I can't tell you what I do for me, just being me, like who Karina is. Like, I, in a couple months, I'll be married to my husband 20 years.
Yeah.
I'll be a mother for 15 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, who the fuck am I? Like, I question that.
Yeah. Who am I outside of being a mom, being a wife, being a business owner, doing this stuff? Like, who am I? Just me.
Like, I love travel.
Yeah.
And that's why I was in a travel agency. But it's like, did I do that for me or did I do it for another source of income so that I can do things with my family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the part that I'm like,
Yeah. I agree. I don't know. I don't know either. I couldn't tell you who I am really either.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right. That was a little deep. Woo, sorry, guys. What's something your mom taught you that you now fully understand?
I think that now more than ever, like manners are so important and it's something that is like lost on this new generation.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's something that I work hard to try to instill in my kids too. Like manners will get you so far in life.
Hmm.
Um,
Dude, the whole yes ma'am, no ma'am thing, or like please and thank you, goes so far in life. Let me tell you.
yeah, that and like just res- being kind to people, you know,
Because it also reflects on who you are as a person too, right?
absolutely.
Because if you have those manners, you'll get reciprocated that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it'll come back to you.
Hmm.
I think the one thing that I've learned most about my mom, and it's one thing that I treasure, is my mom's always been present. Like my mom, if you call, she's going to answer. Like if you need her, she's always there.
Hmm.
And that's one thing I've always tried to do is just always try to be there for my family.
Hmm.
Like my mom's got one, like I tell her all the time, like I was like, you got a heart of gold. Actually, when I renewed my wedding vows, my gift was to my mom. I got her a gold bracelet with a heart because I was like, oh, you carry, you know, you have a heart of gold. And that's one thing I carry. Like I try to do everything with integrity. I try to be, I try when anytime that I go spend time with anybody, I make sure that they know I'm 100% there for them.
Hmm.
Um, what cycle are you trying to break as a mother? Because you know pathology and the same stuff that's happened to us, we just project on our children. What is a cycle you're trying to break?
Um, I still have a really hard time with this, like just being quick to anger
Mhm.
instead of like being able to take a breath and like regulate myself. Um, that's how my dad was with us pretty
Mhm.
much. It was just always like one time and if you didn't, then that's
The
it.
lid was popped.
Yep, yelling and screaming at you and I don't do it so much with my girls. It's just so hard with my boys. Like, I asked 7 times for you to do something and then I lose my ever loving mind after I've got to do it again.
Yeah. I think my thing is like the self doubt. Like, I am my own worst critic. Like, I literally look at myself in the mirror and I see like a 400-pound woman. Like sometimes I see a heavy set woman
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, is that what I look like? And my husband's like, dude, not even close. But in my head, like, I feel that just because I was a lot thinner in my childhood, and then I gave birth or whatever. And I just started gaining weight. And then unfortunately in my family, like my family's like, oh my God, you're so chunky. You need to lose weight. Oh, you need to lose weight. Oh, you need to lose weight. You need to lose weight. So I don't know if that has like, I don't want to say gave me PTSD, but like I had to put a solid stop with my family. Like, dude, if you can't freaking say hello or how are you, and like the only thing you're gonna greet me with is like you're fat, I
Mhm.
was like, I don't need you guys around me. But that's one thing I'm trying to break with Alexa. So I'll call her Big Booty Judy because she's got thighs and butt. You know what I mean? And I
She's
don't,
muscular.
yeah, she's a just
Yeah.
built, and she is, she's solid, and she does,
Mhm.
she's thick on the thicker side, but she doesn't have rolls or anything like that. But I don't want her to look at her body and have like body dysmorphia. Like she's freaking 14. You know what I mean? So like I'll call her Big Booty Judy, or I'll always compliment her. I'm like, dang girl, you got a big old booty. Like
Mhm.
I had to pay for mine. Not really, but you know what I mean? Like, so I try to make it fun and have her really love her body and her
Yeah.
curves and embrace it. I know we just had this conversation because it's like, even when you were fucking stick skinny, you still were like, I want a butt. And then you
Oh,
got a butt,
yeah.
and now you're like, I want to be skinny.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, as
No.
a woman, we're gonna fight and we're gonna have that hard time and we're gonna not be happy with ourselves. But
Well,
it's
I
like,
think it's that whole that body dysmorphia,
yeah.
no matter what part of the spectrum you're on, you could look absolutely perfect in the eyes of society and still feel like, "Oh, I've got this line or I've got this here or I've got this there," and
Yeah.
not be okay with it.
But here's the thing is like society will tell you you don't fit, right? Like we were just watching Devil Wears Prada, and there was a line where Emily Blunt tells Anne Hathaway, like, "Girl, you are not going to fit in anything in Paris.
Mhm.
Like, you are way over a size 4, and
Mhm.
everything there is made model size 2 to 4, and 4 is heavy." And Anne's like, "Dude, I'm a 6." And you see Anne Hathaway, she's got a beautiful little body, right?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because even on that level, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Emily literally in the movie is not eating. She's like going without food just to be able to fit into these couture dresses.
Mhm.
Right. So it's just crazy. But now, thankfully, I mean, that movie was what, 20 years ago? But now, thankfully, like, there are curvier women, it's now more, you don't have to be skinny now. Everyone like wants to have fucking abs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's changed quite a bit, but there are like the BBLs are a big thing, right? Like booty and thighs. So the body shape and image has changed, but as a mom to a teenage girl, like I don't want her to think like, oh, I'm not going to be pretty or whatever. So I try to love on her as much as I can in that way and just
Yeah,
be like, dude, I love it.
absolutely.
So that's it.
Well, thanks for joining us
Yes.
in our little Mother's Day.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Mama Bajune Kathy, Lindsay's mother in law. So I will wrap this up. We will see you guys real soon.
We love you guys.
Bye.